This one's going to be super contentious, guys. Obviously, Gript Media just dropped this one like 2 days ago, and it's got me thinking, guys, what is going on in Ireland with, different privileges and stuff that people have inherently in Ireland. And it's kind of funny, guys. I made a video like a few months ago about the people before profit talking about privilege and all this type of stuff and all this craziness, but I'm going to break down exactly what to, how to explain to people what is going on in Ireland, okay? Because people just get the wrong idea as soon as they see the title of this video. And I don't want people to think, oh man, from the title, this is what Chris thinks, this is what he doesn't think. I'm going to explain exactly my nuanced position in this video. So make sure to comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, and let's get it. This one's called White Privilege is a Relevant Concept in Ireland, says Minister, who is a white guy. Okay, just putting that out there. I mean, he looks, maybe he is something else, but his name is Joe O'Brien. Oh, Joe O'Brien, by the most Irish name you can get, guys. Let's listen to what he has to say about it.
Minister, as you know, many of the so-called anti-racist NGOs which your department funds promote the idea of white privilege, the idea that all white people are inherently privileged because of their skin colour. Isn't that a racist idea in and of itself, and is this a good use of taxpayer money?
I disagree. I don't think the concept of white privilege is a racist concept, and we fund different organisations through different departments that I work in, and some of them may use that language and they're entitled to. We fund them under specific objectives. They apply for grants, and if they fulfil the criteria under those grant applications, they can qualify for funding from the department.
Okay, so it's more of a grant scheme that they're looking for when it comes to privilege type of thing. Like, if you're like a foreigner, let's say, you can get a grant to fund your company and stuff like that. That's I mean, neither here nor there. People should be getting grants to fund their business or whatever they have, no matter where they're from, guys. Really, I mean, granted that you're living in the country for a long time, I suppose, or whatever.
How is it not racist? I mean, if you were to say, make a broad brush generalization about any other racial group and say all black people are inherently privileged, for example, you would say that's an offensive statement, I presume.
I suppose white privilege talks about power and who's got the power in a society as well. It will differ from society to society as well, and I think it's a relevant concept to put out there in terms of Irish society.
So super interesting debate topic. I actually reacted, like I said, to the people before profit video recently, and it's interesting, guys. I'm a really fair guy. I'm an honest and fair guy, and obviously, guys, in society, and we're talking about like businesses like Google, massive businesses, multi-million corporations, and even down to small businesses. There is absolutely privilege, guys. Okay, there's 100% privilege. Like, people get picked on positions in Ireland literally all the time for being like a cousin or a relative. And like, when people say, oh, it's not what you know, it's who you know, like, that's ridiculous, right? Because you should be picked off the best person for the job, right? A lot of this diversity thing is neither here nor there. It's good to have diversity in some areas, right, for creativity. Maybe if a guy has a different background, it doesn't always have to be color, all right? Some guy could be from a poorer background, some guy could be from a richer background, whatever the case may be, guys. Or let's say if they're, from different parts of the country, all right, still the same nationality, it doesn't really matter, right? Diversity in different ways absolutely is good, okay, but not in the ways that these people are talking about. The way that these politicians talk about diversity and stuff is like, let's give the worst person for the job, but because they're from China, they get first, picked. Well, that's not should be the case, all right? You get the best job because you're the best person for the job. Like, look at Bundy Aki, guys. I love Bundy Aki. Bundy Aki got the job because he's a beast, man. The guy is an amazing rugby player. Like, if Bundy Aki was shy at rugby, I'd be like, no, get him off the field as quick as you can. Like, we pick the best person for the job, guys. Alright, we need to be much more individualistic in society, guys. The whole like sweeping brush of all white people get more privilege. I mean, guys, I didn't grow up with shit, guys. I wish I had some of that white privilege, right? Now, was it easier for me to get into college and stuff like that? I don't even think they look at that when I'm going to college. A lot of the places that people think that you have a better outcome on, it's not really looked at. Now, absolutely, guys, like I said, there is there is massive, and I wouldn't even call it privilege. I would just say like it's a way better scenario. Like if you're applying for a job and your cousin is the flipping manager, because everyone, you know, is whatever, and you know they don't pick you based off your actual ability. Okay, I wouldn't even call that racist. I would just call that scumbaggery. And it doesn't even matter, guys. You don't have to worry about it being racist, because that company, if they pick you based off who you are rather than based off your actual results, like on a you know, your experience and your results and the quality of work that you put out, then that company is going to go down the drain, guys. So this is the reason why stuff like capitalism is great for the most part, right? Because like we pick a guy based off how good he is, okay? So if he's like amazing at footy, you know, football, or if he's amazing at hurling, if he's amazing at building submarines, if he's amazing at flipping flying helicopters, we pick that guy. All right, just because this guy over here competed, all right, and is consistent or whatever, it doesn't mean that he gets the job instantly, guys, or it doesn't mean that, you know, they're better for the position, right? So, and he said there is a racist concept. It's funny, man, because I think white privilege, I think the way it's actually said is it's not actually talking about white people in I don't actually think it's talking about white people, which is the craziest thing. I think it just means a broad spectrum of whoever. Like if you're in China and then, you know, they call it white privilege, or if you're whatever, it doesn't matter what place you're in. I think that's what they said, because I googled it there and it said that. I could be wrong on that, but you know, whatever the case may be, it's like the populace of people that run the place are more likely to like hire people that they know and shit, which is the case, because you know, you can't really deny that. And at the same time, guys, like if you're picking people that are based on, you know, they're your cousin, but he's absolutely shite at the job, then your company is just gonna go bankrupt. Like you're gonna be shit. Pick the guy that's best at the job. You know what I mean? And I have to reiterate that, because people will be like, "Oh, Chris, you're talking about white, you know, you're this and that." Guys, I've never been called anything in my life, because I'm a super fair guy. I take it for how it is. Absolutely, there is privilege, guys, but I don't think it's a color thing more so than a flippin', you know, nepotism thing. Okay, like your dad runs the company. Of course, you're gonna be vice president. Who doesn't think that? I mean, you have to be ridiculous to think that. But is it a color thing, guys? I mean, dude, I've literally never got a job because, you know, I'm from Ireland, of course, all right? But I've actually, you know, I wasn't born here and stuff like that. So I've actually never got a position or whatever from knowing somebody. You know, I always had to go through the shit process. Okay, hi, my name's Christopher Walsh. You know, I did security background. I have a background in business. You know, I always had to go through the interview process. I never got a position in my whole life for anything based on who I was, more so than what I am, okay, and what I do for work and my experience and my output and how good I am at something, right? So it's unfortunate, guys. Like, YouTube is a very fair place. YouTube doesn't push you based on color, creed, or background. It doesn't push you based on anything. It just pushes you based on literally your outcome, all right? Analytics are amazing, guys, and I think that a lot of these companies in Ireland, we should be using analytics more so than, like, you know, who you know and stuff. It's a bit ridiculous, and I do understand what people are saying, like, oh man, like, you know, this guy, you know, he hired him because it's his cousin, and absolutely they do that, guys, you know, and that's their prerogative. But at the same time, don't even be upset about that, guys. Move past that shit. They're just doing that stuff to please themselves. You know, you should be hiring people based on who's amazing, guys, you know, not flipping, you know, whatever. Let's see what the comments say. Totally racist, ignoring the poverty and lack of opportunity for so many Irish people. This isn't new, but telling us poor, homeless, disadvantaged Irish people we are oppressed is racist and determined stance to take. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, guys. Like it seems insane that you would basically say that people have privilege because you're a certain color. That just doesn't sit right with me. But like I said, guys, are most people in power gonna hire people that they know and what they like and stuff like that? Absolutely, guys. You know, I know those people happen to be white, probably. But I'm saying in any other culture, it's like that, guys. It's always nepotism bullshit. I hate that shit. Oh, I'm gonna hire my cousin. I'm gonna hire my brother. It's just bullshit, guys. You know, it's really unfair on the people that actually put the work in. The people that, you know, maybe don't know the person, or, you know, whatever, don't play golf with his buddy. You know, this is the shit, guys. Everyone nowadays plays golf. Oh, my name is Christopher Walsh, and I'm from D4 Dublin, and I play golf. That means I should be given the job because I played golf with all my daddy's buddies. Like, it's bullshit, guys. And then all the D4 buddies suck each other off, and they all give each other jobs, and they're all making all the money. George Carlin said it best, guys. You know, it's all one big gang. It's all one big group, and we're not part of it. No matter if you're white or whatever, guys. If you're just a poor average person, shit, bro. They said it before that they want useless eaters, guys. Like, we're all gonna be wiped out eventually anyway. So I'd start trying to make your own business, trying to make your own way to the top, because no one's getting any slack in 2024, guys. In 2024, you know, it's all downhill from here, guys. So I'd absolutely advise people, you know what I mean, don't worry about these nepotism D4. Oh yes, you know, I own a cigar shop with my father, and we hire all the people that we love. And it's like, dude, they're hiring like their girlfriend's family, and you know, it's all that kind of shit, guys. I wouldn't even worry about that stuff. Build your own way in life, man. Forget about these massive corporations. They got their own agenda, man. I love you all. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.